Hi, everyone. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Give everybody a moment to try and find me here. Okay, for those who are just joining me, hello, my name is Lisa Jo Davis, and today I'm on Enlightened World Network. And I will be doing a couple of angelic activations today. So when you pop in, say hello. Hi, Claire. And just let me know that you're here and that you see and hear me. And we'll get started in a moment. Today's topic is going to be emotional currency. So this is a very interesting concept, right? And so I will explain a little bit more here in a few minutes. Um, but I'm glad that you've taken out the time to do this for yourself. And if you find value in this topic today, you can share it out to others that you may feel could benefit from this too. So hopefully I see everybody's comments. I know before sometimes I don't always see everyone's comments. So I'm going to do my best to do that, to see other people's comments. Okay. Okay, I see that I'm up there and other people are joining in. Again, thank you for showing up here. And I think we're going to go ahead and get started in a moment. Um, so last week I wasn't here, and but this week I am, and I plan to be here the next few Saturdays. So I'm feeling so much better, and I've had a lot of people praying for me, and that was like a couple of over a week ago. But I had some oral surgery done, and I'm all better. I feel so much better. And, it's kind of a really good example of when one person prays for you and then someone else prays for you, even if they don't know each one is doing it, it all kind of accumulates together. And where one, where there's two or more, I'll get it right, where there's two or more praying for you, creator steps in as well to help amplify those prayers. So I've recovered really fast, and I actually didn't have that much pain afterwards. So thank you for everybody who stepped up and sent me some good vibes. I didn't tell everybody until after it was done. Just a few people and family members knew. So I'm going to go ahead and get started for those of you who are already here. And it's perfectly fine if you are here and you have to leave, or you just don't have time right now to watch it fully. This is going to be recorded. It'll be located in different areas for you to view. I have a YouTube channel. And my links are down below, so it'll be there. It'll be on my business page, Healing Light with Lisa Jo on Facebook. And also you can locate it on Enlightened World Network on Facebook and also on YouTube as well. So there's all kinds of different ways to watch it if you have a busy schedule today and you're not able to sit down. Hi, Erica. Sure, that's no problem. Like I said, if it's something that you need to go ahead, and this will be available to watch. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So today's topic is emotional currency and how do you handle your own emotions? So today I'm going to guide you through a different kind of meditation to change the way that you evaluate your own emotional currency. And what I'll do is going to talk for a little while, and then I'm going to do two angelic activations to help you process everything. And you may be asking, what the heck is emotional currency? So, what is emotional currency? It is having the awareness of and the ability to manage one's own emotions, including having empathy for others. And that's a really important aspect, is recognizing other people as well as your own challenges and being able to connect with that person through your empathic part of you. So before we get started, please give me, Lisa Jo Davis, permission to assist you. It can be either in your mind or you can say it out loud, but this confirms that you're ready to participate today. So as you do that, I would like you to ask your spiritual team to come forward and assist. I'm asking Archangel Michael to come forward, as well as Archangel Raphael and Archangel Metatron. So they're going to be also on my spiritual team, and they will be here for you as well, to make sure things kind of run smoothly. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to connect to everybody's energies, whether you're watching this right now or you're watching it later down the road or even a few months. All of the energy that I'm putting into this current session will be embedded within the recording. And it doesn't matter whether you live in Japan or you live in Kentucky. You could be in Ireland or the UK, anywhere in the world, this will still be able to transfer this to you. I do a lot of long distance type of healings and work, and it doesn't matter where you are. When we connect, you will be able to benefit from what we're doing today. So as you begin to breathe in or out, you can have your eyes open or closed, but the main idea is getting you into that participation mode and opening yourself up to listen to the words that I'm speaking. So go ahead and take a breath in and release anything that may be stuck, stagnant, or blocked as I connect and clear everyone's energies. And go ahead and just repeat your breathing in and out, giving yourself a chance to let go of today's concerns that you may have had earlier. There's a lot of static energy, so I'm going to go ahead and move that away from you. Okay, that feels so much better. Again, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to talk about a few things before I do the angelic activations, because it's really important in my mind that you understand what we're doing. And sometimes having that explanation will allow you to accept these activations that I'll be giving later as we, proceed forward. So what I'm going to do is open up your body's energy, adjusting and expanding the flow within for releasing and receiving these angelic activations. So go ahead and place your hand on your heart, and you're going to breathe in any colored light that you feel or that you currently see, and just breathe that in. It could be a pink light, it could be green, it could be blue, it could even be a gold color. So whatever it is that you feel would benefit from you, for you, I should say, go ahead and breathe in that color and exhaling through your heart space. We're going to do a little bit of a different technique for grounding. Usually I ask that you put your grounding cord in, but today I'm being guided to imagine, for you to imagine roots growing out of the bottom of your feet. It doesn't matter if you're barefooted or whether you're outside or, you have shoes on, right? So just imagine these roots growing out of the bottom of your feet, going through all the layers of your home or even outside, going through all the different layers that are underneath your feet, including the earth, through the layers of the dirt, the rock, going all the way down into the center of the earth. I call it the heart. Many of us call it the heart spot of the earth, the heart center of the earth. So you want to connect there, allowing those roots to go all the way down into that space, and allow your roots to absorb, bringing up through those roots into your feet, all of this love and compassion support that the earth has for us. So allow that earth heart energy to flow up your roots of your feet, into your feet, traveling up through your legs, up into your root chakra, expanding into your sacral chakra, expanding, going up into your solar plexus, expanding, going up into your heart chakra, expanding, moving up into your throat chakra, expanding that area as well, going up into your third eye, expanding up into your crown chakra, expanding. And from there, I would like you to imagine it continuously flowing all the way up to your higher self. And allow that energy to circle back around. And as it flows back up through all of those chakras, up and through your crown, up into your higher self, we're going to connect you with Creator Source and with your spiritual team coming together for you. We've asked Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron to be here as well, so you will connect with their energies as well. Some of you may actually sense their presence. Some of you may see colors, and others of you really won't feel that. But believe me, when I have called them, or even if you have called them forward, they do show up. So that's a really nice thing to have. Creator makes sure that they show up for us when we have asked for their help or their presence to be with us. So now I would like you to place your hands where they're most comfortable, and establish a normal rhythm of breathing And all of this energy from the earth, the supportive grounding energy from the heart, is going to keep circling and recycling around as we do this. So let me ask you a question. Does your emotional currency have a positive or a negative balance? Think about that for a moment. This is a reminder that perhaps you've been working too hard and giving all of your attention to your current situations. It may become very draining and it can become detrimental to your current health and development. Those emotions can be heightened if it's something that you're going through that is very stressful, and it can bring your mood down, your energy level down. But it is time that you take a retreat and recharge your energy. And that's what we're going to do today. So, a critical habit that responsible, intelligent people abandon, the word abandon, is the tendency to blame external circumstances or others for their own decisions or self-made situations. So I'm going to repeat that because that's a lot of information in a very short little description. A critical habit that responsible, intelligent people abandon is the tendency to blame external circumstances or others for their own decisions or self-made situations. Instead, they evaluate and embrace their personal responsibility, understanding that while they may not control all circumstances, they do control their own responses and actions to these situation and experiences. Taking personal responsibility means acknowledging your role in both your successes and failures. And being here, living our life here on earth, you can't deny it's all about learning, and it's all about having experiences, both good and bad, or if you deem them good or bad. But it's how you react to these different experiences, how you expand, how you learn to move forward, right? So that's where your emotional currency comes in. What is your role in your successes and failures? Both successes and failures are still learning experiences. They allow you to embrace what works for you and to, even during loss and failures, to learn from that of what you could do better. How could you have reacted differently? Because seriously, when we're in a heightened state of panic, or we're in the midst of an argument or anything, a breakup or a disappointment, these things really, like that, they can turn your mood and your feelings into a negative way. It's okay. Just own these feelings that you have and allow yourself to process them and think about them, not over and over where it's becoming redundant and you can't get off of these thoughts, but think about them, even dissect them a little bit to allow yourself the ability to learn, because when you learn, you also teach other people from your own experiences. If you, especially the younger generation, sometimes they don't want to really hear what we have been through and our experiences. And if you remember back when you were younger, maybe you also were in the position of listening to some advice, but not the others, because you know it all, right? And you're just going to do it the way you want to, and you're going to learn it your own way. It's not being disrespectful that you want to learn from your own mistakes, but sometimes elders have that experience and they have learned things from those experiences, and they don't want to see you suffer or have experiences that they know that could cause you heartache, and wishing that you had probably listened to their advice. You can't force your advice on others, but hopefully you can share your experiences with another person, and that person would have enough respect for you to listen to what you say and then decide what is best for them. It may be nothing of how you made your choices, but most intelligent people would listen to the advice of others, and then you have to take from that advice what works for you. You know, maybe you're hard-headed and you're like, oh, that could never happen to me, but in the back of your mind, you're still listening. These bits and pieces of gold nuggets that come from other people's experiences, some people are very willing to listen to those because they don't want to have the disappointment that comes forward of, you know, maybe taking a wrong turn or making a wrong decision. But again, it's all about learning what you learned from and how you come out of it. And of course, when you have successes, you really want to share that, and you really want to celebrate those as well. So when faced with setbacks, instead of looking for someone or something to blame, you can ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? How can I improve myself moving forward? This shift in perspective is very empowering, as it puts you in control of your own emotional destiny, building and adding to your emotional currency. By taking ownership of your own choices and the consequences, you position yourself to make better decisions and create the emotional future you deserve. Some of the things that can help you is to self-regulate. What does that mean? Identify triggers through patterns that you can recognize. Practice a healthy lifestyle. Stay connected with friends that bring out the best in you. They can be your cheerleaders too. Sometimes we don't have people that we feel we can trust, you know, because maybe we've been hurt through your childhood, you know, and you have a hard time trusting people. Sometimes you have to be your own best cheerleader, right? So, but there's times when you do have a few people that you can trust, whether they're family or whether they're your soul family or just, you know, really close friends that you've had or that you've developed that closeness with. Another thing is to have self-awareness. Identify your early experience that may have taught you how to currently handle your emotions. Think about that. Identify early experiences that may have taught you how to currently handle your emotions. Are those out of date? Try to connect with your emotions and feel them. It is better to face these out of date responses of putting them out of your mind. That's the easiest step to do, right? The easiest thing to do is I'm not going to think about it. I was hurt. I feel like a failure. And of course, these words aren't going to be for everybody, but there are people that have a really hard time because they were taught to, as a child, to be seen and not heard, you know, toughen up, you know, don't, you know, toughen up, you know, your skin isn't thick enough, you know, or, you know, just put it out of your mind, don't worry about it. But when you don't deal with these emotions or these painful experiences, they tend to lock up your body in different areas. You may not feel like you can move forward. Maybe your legs are hurting. Maybe your knees or your feet aren't flexible. Your body is so amazing, and it does accept trauma as a protection of your overall health. So these experiences of being putting things what I call on the back burner because you don't want to deal with it right now, will circle back around. If you don't deal with it because you're not emotionally ready, or you can't because it's just overwhelming, having overwhelming emotions that don't allow you to move forward, that's okay. Sometimes we just have to deal with a little bit at a time. But when your body feels like, hey, we're having a good old time, everything is okay here, your body will release these emotions and these experiences. And it's funny how sometimes the same lessons come forward because we have decided to put them on the back burner or out of our mind, out of sight, out of mind. We're not going to deal with it. But when you feel really well and you're having a good old time, sometimes your body will release memories, or you'll be put in a position where you have the same circumstances, and that gives you the opportunity to change the outcome. And until you realize what the outcome is and you've learned your lesson, these lessons will continuously come back around. I often speak about a merry-go-round and how, the horses go up and down, and there's always that worker that's in the middle of the merry-go-round, and they watch everybody go around to make sure that everything is running smoothly. That's you. That's you standing in the middle of the merry-go-round, watching all of life repeat until you learn the lesson. And do you have the ability, do you have the courage to jump up on that revolving merry-go-round and grab a horse or have a seat on one of the animals there, and put your hand out and grab the ring that is out there that you've learned your lesson? So it was a little more than what I was going to say, but I think that kind of explains it. Acknowledge those feelings and make steps to release them. Hand them over to Creator to help you process them, even if it happens in baby steps. Even if the healing happens in baby steps, you're still moving forward. You're still moving forward. Other things could be social skills, practice active listening skills. And what is that? So let's say you're having a conversation and someone is talking to you, and maybe your issue with that person is communication, for example. You're hearing me right now. You would, when I'm done talking, you could say, okay, this is what I hear that you're saying. You're saying to own up to my experiences, face them, and allow myself to feel and process everything. In anything that is too hard for me to process, I'm going to hand it over to our Creator. Okay, so yeah, Lisa, that's exactly what I said. And if it's not something that maybe you were listening, but you understand it differently, by repeating what you heard the other person say, will either acknowledge what they say or give them a chance to say, okay, maybe you didn't understand what I'm saying. Let me put it in different words. So this conversation would happen between both of you. And when it's your turn to speak, You would speak, hopefully without any interruptions, and then allow that person to answer back to you. You may even have to prompt them of, okay, this is what I have to say. And then when you're done saying it, just say, how did you understand this? So you may need to prompt the other person to make that exchange of what it was that they heard. They may have understood exactly what you're saying, and then they may have heard it differently. And then you would need to clarify that a little more. But it has to be a willing participant to have those conversations. Not everyone is ready to listen. You may have to wait until things cool down a little bit, but just ask that they have that conversation with you and allow you to listen to them and them listen to you and repeat back what they have heard. So retreat and recharge. Take the time to rest and recuperate in order to increase your emotional currency. You can benefit from the information that will come directly from your heart space. Go to the cave in your heart space, as many of the answers to your problems lie within. And if you don't take the time to connect with yourself and feel comfortable alone, you won't be able to hear those answers that are rising up inside of you. For those of you that have followed me and have listened to the teachings that I talk about, it's really important to take the time to be with yourself, to allow yourself that ability to feel comfortable. Let me take a drink of water. If you hear something repeated a couple of times, it's important that you listen. It's your higher self. It may be creator or your spiritual team trying to give you advice or trying to allow you to take the time to listen to something important. So I always tell people, if you hear it 3 times or more, it's really something that you need to listen to and evaluate. If you have something to say or do that could have a larger impact on your life, spend some time in deep thought, even contemplating before moving forward. There are times when we tend to rush in, not seeing how destructive our actions can actually be. So now we're going to be doing 2 angelic activations. So just allow yourself to get in a comfortable position, concentrating on your breath in and out. All right. It has been requested and approved to receive the angelic activation of releasing what is not under your own control now. Thank you. So typically these activations will begin to flow up above you, going down through your crown and going down through your body. Some of you may feel this energy going really fast, and some of you may feel it going through your body very slowly. So what I tell people is, if you feel like the energy's not moving, or maybe it got stuck in your throat, that could be that you're not speaking up for yourself. So go ahead and you could tap your throat a little bit. If you feel like it's kind of stuck in your shoulders, That can mean that you're not feeling supported. So go ahead and move your shoulders or your neck around. Maybe you're feeling it stuck in your heart. You could tap your heart a couple of times to awaken that area to allow that to move forward. If it's stuck in your legs or your knees, it can indicate that you are not ready to move forward with confidence. So allow this energy to flow through you. Not everyone's going to feel stuck energy. So we'll give this a moment to allow this to flow through. And I do experience these activations along with you. This one for me feels very loving. It feels very smooth. It doesn't, for me, it's not carrying a whole lot of energy, because some of the activations that we do can really feel very strong. And each of these activations that I do will feel different from the previous one. So typically it starts at the top, works its way down through your body. Sometimes it comes out of your hands. Sometimes it will come out of your feet. Some people may only feel it on one side or the other. However you're feeling it is what is needed for you. You're very unique. Everybody has their own experiences, depending on, what you're, how far you've come or how far you're going, and how these activations relate to you currently. Don't forget to breathe in and out as these are flowing. All right, I'm being guided to move forward. So the next activation, are you ready? And it's okay if it hasn't flowed all the way through you. This will just kind of piggyback on the last angelic activation we just did. So it has been requested and approved to receive the angelic activation of remembering your life purpose, of living in love, harmony, and joy, having a healthy outlook at your future. Now, thank you. For me, it's very tingly. I actually have goosebumps on my arms. It's so simple, some of these words, right? But they'll have a huge impact on you. And again, Archangel Michael is here, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Metatron is here, giving you assistance along with your spiritual team, your higher self, and our creator, and of course, me. And the same rules apply. It typically starts up at the top and works its way down. If you feel that it's stuck anywhere, go ahead and tap that area or move your body part in that area as well. So I'm feeling someone has it stuck in their heart. So I'm going to push this energy through. You're doing really good. I'm being told that these energies will flow through you over the next 2 days. And what that means is they're kind of on repeat, right? They just recycle through your body. First, you will get the first one, and then you will get the second one. And as over the next 24 hours, the intensity of these activations will lessen up. And through by the second day, they'll be finished going through. And I do believe that the explanation that I gave on the emotional currency allows you and helps you be able to accept these angelic activations. I kind of want to feel everybody's energies right now as this is flowing through you. I'm hearing the word self-acceptance. As you allow to and choose what can come within your space, do you allow and how do you not allow these experiences to come through? So we're going to go ahead and move forward. These energies are still going to be flowing through you, but these changes will also be recorded in your own Akashic records by Archangel Metatron and your record keeper now. And I'm being guided to anchor these energies and these healing energies and changes into your body system for more processing. And we're going to confirm that by doing some light language right now. I salino dai kochiata otamandi sa katisha ona da katis sapatino doda asigati kata ota sapakita oscar mesinatino negasiatino da andina asipati kota o malida nisa katotona ote kasito nina katito lebatito asido. Take a breath in and exhale. Please take a moment and tell your spiritual team, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, our creator, and your spiritual team. I think I already said that. Go ahead and tell them thank you for being here today with you and helping you during this process. And I'm going to begin by bringing you back into your body's awareness. Breathe in, and as you release, begin to move your fingers and your toes. Breathe in, and as you exhale, you can open up your eyes, adjusting to the light that is around you. And take a moment to feel how you're feeling right now. So some of you are going to feel very energetic. Some of you are going to have a lot of retrospect things to look through and go through, right? But some of the aftercare things that I would suggest is stay hydrated. If you feel like resting, go ahead and do that. You may even feel the need to do some journaling. Be gentle to yourself today, and tomorrow these energies will flow again for the next 2 days. And I would like to tell you thank you for showing up, for yourself. My links are below if you wish to contact me to schedule a private session. So I kind of would love to hear, your experiences of things, of these activations. So if you want to write it out in the comments, I definitely will read that. So let me check over here. Thank you, Natalie and Claire. Oh, yes, missing your dad. I understand that. I truly understand that. Let's see. And if you don't want to share or comment, you can always message me privately. Because it may be very emotional for you. Yawning. Yeah, a lot of you will yawn. That's one of the things that kind of signifies that you really took in these activations and the information that was given to you today. So just honor whatever it is that you're feeling. Allow yourself, to feel these feelings, as far as grief goes, there's no set way of how to grieve or how long it takes to have to get over grief, right? And I totally understand. I really understand the grief and stuff. So um, allow yourself to cry, allow those emotions to come out. It's so healing, and they're tears of, missing someone and not having them around and things like that. So you have to grieve in your own way. Of course, there are different stages of grief, but we all tend to grieve in our own way. And sometimes we're only allowed, our body only allows us to have a little grief of a, a little at a time because it's so overwhelming. And so if you feel like crying, honor that, allow yourself that space to cry. Yeah, I love you guys too. Thank you for everything and for supporting me by just showing up, right? I love what I do. I feel a lot of honor and very humbled at helping others find their way, meeting you at a place that you're at in your spirituality or your quest on your path. I'm not any better than anybody else. I have feelings like everybody else. I go through good and bad moments, and there's times when I have self-pity. And then there's times that I celebrate myself. These are all human emotions. And, we're all unique and we're all different, but we're all the same. We're all in a soul family. Some of us are a little more closer than others. So I am going to let you guys go. I will be here next Saturday. And again, if you find value in what you have heard today, go ahead and share it out. You can come back and listen again. I will be posting a new article from my blog and give you the ability to, read that. It's something that I've started, and I have a few articles already on the blog, and that's located at lisajodavis.com. I've started an email list of doing a newsletter. So if you want to be, if you have already had a session with me, you're already on that list. And if you know, don't want to be on the list of emails, you can have the option of unsubscribing. But if you want to be included in the list, send me a private message with your email. I would not encourage you to put it publicly, you know, because that kind of stuff would, you know, cause massive, probably emails that you don't want people to have that information. So if you want to be included, you can even sign up on my website. There's a place there for emails to be added for the newsletter. Lots of different options. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Be gentle to yourself and allow the process to happen. And if you have any questions, just, you know, message me. Bye.